And welcome back to RaidCall EMS 1, Cup number 1 of the fall season 2013 with Pansy and I at Red Eye. We are almost ready to go live for Navi versus Playing Ducks, the best name in Counter-Strike currently. Apologies for the delay. We just thought we'd make you wait for 45 minutes for the sake of it.
Yeah, that's what I like to do. It makes anticipation and all
like,
that jazz.
Not really, of course. We were, of course, just waiting for one of the... I just realised my screenshot just got taken when I switched into game because I forgot to unbind the screen.
Nice.
But it's okay, it's classy.
Fine.
Yeah, so apologies. In all seriousness, we just had one of the players have a bit of an issue getting on the server. So once he'd fixed that took 40 odd minutes to fix, we can now get underway, which is great news.
I like CS.
Love it. So... Natus Vincere versus Playing Ducks EV, to give them their full name, or PD versus Navi, if you want to shorten it all up. You know many of these players, if not all of these players, of course, because we've seen them featured in teams before, or in
the same
other teams,
mixed up and
muddled up and jumbled up and messed around with, and then reborn.
Yeah.
But let's take you through the teams as they are. The P. Diddy Ducks start with Kirby Carrigan. Go on, say it.
Nope.
Legasia. Christian and Troubly for the P. Diddies. And Navi with Starix, Zeus, Senior. And I like this name said because lots of people give me grief about it, but I'll explain that in a minute. The two new guys, Kabakan and Seized, who are in Navi. Now the reason Senior at the bottom is actually C9, CEH9, right?
I always thought it was Chainite for a long time.
Yeah, lots of people did, and lots of other people thought it was, C9. It's actually Senior. And he told me and Joe that while we were actually talking to him in person. This is a long time ago, like years ago. We were standing there chatting to him, and we were like, do you know what? No one says your name right, do they? And he was like, no. How do you say it? Senior. Okay, so we're just going to call you that from now on, alright? Yeah.
To be fair, I've now got Enya in my head.
Yeah.
Sail Away, isn't it?
Enya?
Yeah. There's some great music going on. Thank you for...
Oh, God.
What's going on?
Okay, it's fine. They're just switching sides.
It's not
fine. It's
fine.
fine.
Calm down.
Calm down.
Semmler was in chat. I'm scared. There was people telling us how to connect to servers. We were in a panic. It's a terrifying time. I'm terrified. But no, I do want to see that 1v1 that the challenge has been thrown down. Semmler up against Red Eye. We saw how close Melly got to beating you, so...
I let her have a couple of frags.
Oh, behave. I was casting that one, and, well, that was not close.
Hashtag kitchen.
Wow, really? Going back there?
No, I'm just saying that's what came up, right?
That's what I have to cast with.
I know, that's what you have to put
up with. We wouldn't get this at MLG.
Wouldn't get paid there either.
That's a very good point. Well, I get paid here.
Sorry, hold on. I was going to say, hang on a minute, I don't want you to get carried away with thinking that you might get money out of this or anything.
Silly. Working esports,
oh,
dear.
Right, so Navi versus Playing Ducks is our second round game in the RaidCall EMS 1. Those games are still a little bit loud. If you find them too loud on the stream, then just let us know in the Twitch chat. And we'll no.
Welcome back to commentating.
Exactly.
See, those who can do, those who can't host, is all I'm saying.
Hey! Shots fired. There's no need for that.
Shots fired. Tweet
no need for that.
Paul
no
Shalona.
need for that.
Well, you've had it easy.
I've had it easy.
Now you're back in the action.
Hosting stages. You think that's easy?
Fannying around with a microphone.
Fannying around with a microphone.
I also focus on this one. I think
swanning around.
It is. You just swan around in your little tux, like, oh, look at me, I'm all that.
Okay, we've got a knife round.
What?
And she goes quiet.
What?
What do you know?
What? I don't know what you're saying.
So let's do this in a very English DJ's late night radio voice as the Navi team come forward now with their bludgeoning knives to stab some of their compatriots who aren't really their compatriots. But that's okay, because we're going to play some late night love here on the Love Station. There's now a 3v2, and in fact that's now just Carrigan as the last man alive here before we get into some Marvin Gaye. It's 1v1. It's Carrigan versus Zeus, and Carrigan takes the love machine.
Nice. Reminds me of the Far Show, the smooth jazz.
That's the
It
guy,
really
right?
is,
Do you
it
remember
really
that?
is.
Do you
Of
remember the
course
guy
I
that
do,
did
I
the?
love that.
Yeah,
Nice.
I mean, you've got to have watched Far Show to have appreciated that one.
Yeah.
If you have any other suggestions for how we can funky up the knife rounds, then do let us know via the Twitch chat, or of course on Twitter at Paul Challoner or at They Call Me Pansy. She's still yet to do a fun knife round, ladies and gents. So if you have one for her that maybe she can attempt to do, maybe it's an Australian accent, maybe it's a
Don't encourage them.
You maybe be able to do the big day, and throw a Barbie on a shrimp, mate.
Throw a Barbie on the shrimp?
Yeah.
That's a little bit overzealous, isn't it? Dear God, man.
Or maybe you can do the Sraffigan,
Oh,
from our friend Quickshot.
Yeah, big Trevor Henry. Miss him.
I don't know. Maybe you can pick up an accent.
I'll try and learn it.
From all your friends and stuff.
Are we live?
I think we are.
Well,
No.
can't be.
No,
Can't be.
live.
Can't be.
Can't be live.
I have a horrible feeling we are. I'm terrified. Are we live? Yeah, Pansy hates when I do.
Yeah, she's such a fun killer.
Look, I'm seriously worried that we're live here.
They are playing very seriously, so I think we should commentate as if it were live. We do have one down from either side right now. Carrigan just going down to the lower beat bomb stairs and did get dropped there by Zeus. Chris James picked up the revenge frag though. They're at 3 versus 3, make that 3 versus 2 as Kabakan nails the headshot on Kirby. Chris J now in trouble. Last two alive. He's going to fall down in mid here. And Starix is going to be able to get the bomb down with 48 seconds remaining. And it's a 3v1. Chris J now the last man alive with an awful lot of work to do. And 81 points of health to do it with the Dark Water USP. S silenced, of course. Picks up the first one. Kabakan drops him for the second, though. And Navi, from a mixture of the Ukraine and the Ukraine. I don't know where I was going with that one. Have taken the opening round in the pistols. I was thinking of Astana Dragons, that's what I was thinking there. Because they've got a Ukrainian flag. And actually, do you know what? I'm not even going to get into the geopolitics.
We've got some scout action. This can't be live!
Oh my goodness.
Because Chris J has just taken the head straight off of Starix's shoulders, and he's showing us some scout power. It's a little bit like Corey Dunn, if you've ever seen him, the scout and knives combo. You gotta love him. Anyway, it is a 5v4 in favour to the defending CT side, which is playing Ducks, rolling with the Mighty V, the flying V format that they're looking for with that scout.
We are live.
We are 100%
yeah,
live.
We are live.
Yep. So Navi looking towards long now. You can see Seized is there, as is Kiboken, just peering round. I'm going to butcher his name today, I know it already. Taking the time, though. They know the scout's in play, so they're going to have to keep that in mind. They've already lost one player, and it's Starix, a classic member of it. Let's see what Chris J can do here. Not going to get... Did he? I think he did just tag up Kiboken then. And Kirby going to push him down towards short. Does get a nice shot off there. Takes down Senya. There we go. I got it eventually. Even in a 3v2 in favour to the CT side. If Trubley can get this, and he does, that brings it drastically into their favour. As now only Kabakan is left standing in a 1v3. Bomb going down to A. Can he hold on to this? 3 players down short. He's in a good position. If he can just play this correctly. Peers up, gets a little bit of a glimpse. Goes back round, gets one, going to be dropping down towards Rev. Oh, wow. Lovely follow-up on Trubley. 1v1 now. Carrigan gets it, though. Beautiful shot. He did get the hat-trick overall, but a nice 2-man after the plant. Sadly, couldn't get the last man standing, Carrigan there.
Yep, didn't have a kit, and therefore
needed close.
Needed to get that done fairly quickly, and managed to do so. So playing Ducks, playing well in game round number 2. It's 1-1, and 4 from Chris J, having started things off nicely with the mini-AWP, as we like to call it.
We do?
Well, sometimes.
All right.
Most people just call it a scout. Oh, hello.
Look at that bad boy.
Got the boom AWP here. Ooh! That was a dangerous shot, and that was another one. 2 clipped in a row, and a phenomenal shot through the door. Headshot on Zeus. Chris J with the stunning shot with the scout. And who needs AWP mid when you've got a scout like that? What a start. Double grenade onto short. That's going to take Kirby down to just 4 points of health. And what an incredible start. I wouldn't blame you for thinking this wasn't live, because it's been a crazy couple of rounds to start us off here. Germany versus Ukraine. Playing Ducks versus Navi. Things settled a little bit here, as Navi just have to take things a little bit slower here. C's pushing up into the mid. Does get the frag onto Troubley. There's Starix with that boom orp again. Flash, nice flash off the corner there, and Chris J actually did pick up that one. Starix will pick up an easy AWP shot in mid, and suddenly the momentum switches over to the Ukrainians. They've had 3v2 right now, and Kirby, well, he has 4 points of health and a scout in hand. This is going to have to be a sensational round from playing Ducks, and well, Carrigan's got himself one, so that's 2 versus 2 now. Quebec will pick up the frag on Kirby, though he only had 4 points of health. Here comes Carrigan. Oh, lovely little grenade onto the bomb site, but it wasn't going to be enough as Quebec yet again picks up a double. And Na'Vi now lead 2-1 after 3 rounds. What a crazy start to the game.
Yeah, a bit of an insane start, and I've got to say the new addition of Quebec clearly doing well. He's on 8-1 already. And one of the new players towards Na'Vi, probably a lot of question marks around him coming into such a infamous lineup of players. You go back into the history of CS, these guys were at the top. Didn't adapt so well early on to CSGO, but clearly this new kind of mixed-up lineup might be paying off. Anyway, into the 4th round here, we see the T-side actually taking their time now. Not going too fast, spreading out, taking their time. Couple of players towards B, couple down mid. Just feeling out the areas, not really committing, working for that opening pick. And we do see the CT side on just pistols with 1 scout, so it could be why they're cautious. You don't want to get caught off guard, which they might be by Kirby now. Flash comes out, doesn't commit, plays it smart, but he's given away the game. There comes the counter nade, but here comes Kirby. Gets a bit of a tag on Zeus, backs off. Just nipping away at the heels of Na'Vi as they are edging through those double doors, piercing the way through towards B. They did have those 2 players split towards the tunnels earlier on. Chris J trying to get a connection, not going to happen that easily. Senya opens up onto Carrigan. Reply from... I can't even say his name. I'm going to ignore his presence completely and utterly. 5v2. The T side, they made it happen. They were against a team with just pistols pretty much. Ooh. But that scout play is still coming in. Chris J's a bit of a monster. Anyway, Troubley through the V-tunnels. Nice connection on Starix. Does take him down. Lovely little headshot. Left on 23 HP. Ooh. Senya pushes forward. Ooh. Out of B. Bit murky, let's call that. But he did get it anyway. Troubley now backing off with the AK. He's not going to have he's not having the hope in hell of getting into this site. So best choices being made. And they're going to look towards the next round. But Na'Vi, nice execution, playing it smartly. They did lose 2 players. There could be 3 if Senya's not careful against a team on an essential eco. So, I don't know. Yeah. It's a sloppy round overall from Na'Vi, I think, now if they keep pushing. But
I think sloppy from both teams in
many
ways.
It felt scrappy. It felt very scrappy.
Yeah.
There was, I don't know, it didn't feel like a normally executed round there for me.
No, a bit messy from both teams. It's alright though for Na'Vi. They've taken the round and they lead 3-1. Managed to get rid of 4 playing Ducks players as well. They're down to just Troubley now, who's going to keep his weapon and is going to be the only man with a weapon this round. Other than obviously the pistols between the rest of them. Got 5-7 here from Legion, who... Well, I don't know. I don't like the 5-7. It's down to personal preference, I suppose. It depends how good you feel about each weapon. We've seen P90 in Senya's hands, of course. P90 not the most popular of the weapons you can purchase in later rounds, but we've also seen the Scout in the hands of Chris J as well, so slightly unusual weapon collections, but that's the great thing about CSGO compared to previous versions of it where it literally was AK and M4, Deagle, AWP, not a huge amount else after that. Occasionally the odd MP5 of course early on, but really this game seems to see it all. We've seen shotguns, some P90, and we're about to see Siege dropping down Carrigan. He gets the first and the second as well. Nicely done as they make a push towards the B bomb site. They've got that mid-area covered by double smokes now. And bomb in the hands of Zeus finally gets planted fairly late, I have to be said. Took that site very quickly, but bomb took a little while to go down. That's going to help the CTs rotate here. And as the motorbike speeds by the studio outside, Kamak and picking up another one. And only Chris J having got himself a frag in the middle of this. He might get himself another one here. Oh, does actually. That's a second there. Fairly low out there. Seized on 13, Starix on 78. Won't matter though, that's all Starix needs to pick up a frag. Troubley gets himself a first of the round. That's the 3rd drop down. He's finally going to fall though after 2 consecutive rounds to Starix AK. And after that dodgy round 2, Na'Vi now lead 4-1.
Yeah, nice execution there. They're running with that 3-2 split through mid and B tunnels. It looks very reminiscent to very game style of playing if I look back through, you know, there's some of the tactics I saw coming out on Dust 2. And they're executing it nicely. The afterplants, they seem to be getting a little bit restless and pushing, but it's fine. They don't feel too threatened yet. Chris J still alive might be a threat, but, you know, it's not too much of a trouble. But anyway, Truby and Chris J now stacking short. Lagisha is in mid, so they are trying to counter that 3-2 push. They've done perfectly there. Chris J getting the first one to Zeus. That's a better start for these guys. That might slow down the push that, well, Na'Vi have been depending on. Let's see what they can do now.
Look at this radiation hazard M4, by the way.
Is awesome.
This is my favourite ever, the M4 skins.
Super awesome. And let's see if he can do anything good with it. Seized is merely steps away. Kirby, if he plays this right, could pull this off. Na'Vi looking to switch things up, though. Through long, adapting as best they can. We do see Chris J on that bomb side. He's done work again. Nice follow-up kill there. Taking down Starix, but Seas kicks into action on short. Trying to claw this one back. He does it again. A nice double coming in for him. Unlocking steps towards A, but there still is Chris J alive and kicking. So trouble could be waiting. Seas is playing so beautifully right now. That is clinical shooting coming in from him. Taking down 3 by his own hand. Hat-trick already. Carrigan looking to stop that getting any further. Lovely timing. Pops up, takes down Seized. 2v1 now. Quebecan, one of the newer additions towards Na'Vi, left in a little bit of trouble. 1v2. Needs to get that bomb. He's done just that, and then needs to get it down on the side. Chris J and Carrigan to find. Oof. Flash comes in. Adjusts.
Don't show. Don't show.
All the way through. He's playing it correctly. Chris J prowling through, and a lovely hat-trick coming from Chris J, pretty much claiming that round for the playing Ducks there. I've got to say it, the opening kill, pivotal. The follow-up on long, pivotal. And then the third, then, astounding stuff. And as much as C's did himself on A, by not taking down Chris J, that's all you can do.
Yeah, there was a... Oh, Christ, that's horrible camera
Oh,
work.
beautiful.
Shocking, shocking. But I did want to show you this point here, because there was a lovely little boost here. Man stood here, and he boosted up, so it just gave him a little bit more height, which allowed him to see through... Oh, God. See through the smoke down there. So, nice little boost at the start of the round, gave them the opening, and got them back into the game. So, 4-2 now. Playing Ducks picking up that one. We're back in the game in round 7. We thought this might be a tight game. That's why we wanted to pick this game, obviously, from the round of 16. There's some other good games going on as well. Don't forget, check them all out. csgo.raidcall-ems1.com.
Hot damn.
Hot damn. And click on Cup 1 at the top of the page if you're not already watching us as well. You can watch us on the page live. You can also watch us on esl.tv, courtesy of our partner friends at Twitch. I've got all the URLs. They all
sounds like your host.
All belongs to us. As Quebecan drops down, Chris J was just looking the wrong way for a moment there, and giving away down in pit as well. Quebecan will pick up his second. He's been very good this evening. I tell you what, I've been really impressed with Quebecan and Seized. They've been monsters so far. 2 for Quebecan this round, 1 for Seized. He got 3 in the last round. And this looks like a Na'Vi round. So let's just check where the other guys are. Okay, so hiding away right now, it looks like. Carrigan's... he's got the Dark Water skin on that M4 as well, that's nice.
It's like you're shopping in IKEA.
It
you know what I mean?
I'm kind of
that's a nice
besotted
table.
by all the skins on the M4, particularly on the M4s. Although I do like the Boom AWP, to be said. This Carrigan does get one, and they've got themselves 2 here. And we'll save the weapon. So that's as good as they were going to get out. Oh, they might get a third. They do get a third. Zeus gets dropped as well. Na'Vi win the round, though. But they lost 3 players in the middle of that while they were trying to hunt for exit kills. Could have done better, I think. But nevertheless, they lead 5-2.
I want to have a little check to see what score Quebecan is on. Actually up there with Chris J at the moment, but Chris J's been doing some beautiful work himself, so I can't deny it, but Quebecan's kills always seem so pivotal. Yeah. But anyway, 5-2 as you said. Let's head back into this round.
Hold on, because by my reckoning, there have been 29 kills by Na'Vi. 21 of them from Quebecan and Seized.
Pretty impressive stuff by the 2 new additions here. Zeus trying to keep up, maybe trying to edge his score a little bit
He's like,
closer.
who are these young upstarts?
Indeed, trying to reclaim his title. And anyway, they have got the first kill. They're taking down the danger man for the playing duck side. Chris J now out of there. They can start working towards what they want. They're going for that mid presence again. Zeus, beautiful following shot onto Legita. What's his name? I'm calling him Leg. There we go, got it.
Leg.
It's Na'Vi playing it slow, playing it carefully, and it's paying off. They've taken away 3 players from the opposition, and only Carrigan really doing the reply work so far. C's looking to do a bit of damage now. Backing off carefully. Good choices being made by him. He did have the bomb there, leaving it near Carrigan. Could have been trouble. But 6-2 is that scoreline. Na'Vi, nicely executed, well disciplined, and it's what you expect from a team of that caliber.
Yeah. Yeah, we'd expect them to be piling up the rounds here, specifically on Dust 2 on T-side, of course. It's one of the few T-side, it was the only T-sided mapping competitive for some time until we had Cash come along.
Cachet.
Cachet. So Na'Vi now leading 6-2. Senia with Seized covering B. And the other 3 men just hanging around mid. Zeus with bomb. They've got 1 man just spotting at double doors at the back end of long A. 2 pushing short here. Kabak and the man waiting. Trouble, he's just inside. You can see him through the wall. That's Kabakan's view though. And Zeus knows that Leg is
strong name
through that double doors. I like that. We're going to nickname him that forever now. Poor lad. He's going to hate you for that. So flash goes through. Smoke gets deployed as well. And Leg gets dropped by Zeus as they charge on through the double doors in mid. And now they're going to make that familiar push through mid, 2 into B, and absolutely dominate in that area. Starix also picks himself up another. And they've been quick to rotate this time round. Kirby's got the first one. Missed a little jump. If he'd got in there quickly, he might have stopped the plant. But now it's a 4v3. And are they going to back away? They are. Well, I don't know what Kirby was doing there. I mean, if you're going to commit to the site, then just go in. If you're not, then get the hell out of there properly. Don't mingle around in the middle and wait to get killed, which is what he did. And they're dropping like flies right now. Chris J is the last man. And he has a Lichen Dash SSG-08 to protect. To give it its full name.
I'd call that Leg as well, to be fair.
Anything that we can't pronounce from now on
Leg.
becomes Leg.
If it's players and they've got silly names, Bob and Dave, also useful.
Oh,
but
my
Leg is the
goodness.
firm favourite right now. Yeah, 2-7, it's kind of an expected scoreline. The start, certainly not expected. But nice seeing Na'Vi getting a little bit of consistency, running some real strategies. Not just holding back, it's you know, that 3-2 mid push and towards B. They're slow longs, keeping the adaptation very hard to kind of knock down for the playing ducks. I like it. It makes them keep on their toes. Truby and Kirby, though, trying to read the plays here. They might have just done that. Taking up Zeus desperately.
Oh, my
but
goodness.
Kabakan is on the push. He does get 1. Tagged down to 33 HP.
Oh, bye.
Well, it was a lovely start. Do you know what? There was hope. There was hope.
There were
in
2
there.
hopes, and one of them was called Bob.
Oh, hold on. Did you just see what
Whoa!
Chris J just did? This guy's going huge right now with that.
Oh my goodness!
My word, what is
Oh
going
my
on?
goodness.
This man's got a hat trick,
No
looking for his
way.
4th. This is unbelievable. I normally mess around, but this guy is showing you what can be done with just a scout. Sees though, takes him down finally. The threat is eliminated.
Ooh.
Leg is in trouble. He's going to be left legless in a minute if he's not careful. 1v2, Kabakan and Seized on the prowl. Going to be looking to finish this one out, getting the bomb down in A and locking it down, and well, Leg is out of there. What can he do here? He's going to be cut out by, I believe it's going to be Seized on the side. Kabakan getting the bomb down. If he gets back into this, it's going to be a miracle. 33 seconds remaining. Seized, eyes on long, Kabakan, rest.
Nicely done.
Nicely done. As I said, it's until Chris J steps up and does obscene things, it's the Na'Vi show right now. And you can see he is doing work. 14-8.
Yeah.
Second highest fragger on the server right now.
And look over at Na'Vi right now. The 2 new boys kick back and 16-4. Seized 12 for 6. The rest of them have 15 kills between them. As Carrigan drops Starix in that battle of the Orps in mid. And yes, I know the SS8 is a scout. I was being funny earlier, or facetious,
Can be
depending on
funny.
how you look at it. But it's easy to troll Twitch chat.
Joe, I'm missing.
Oh my
Kappa.
god, this guy can't have played Counter-Strike ever.
You haven't.
I obviously never
You just
have.
get carried by NIP, is what I've heard. Gerard's back hurts after a game with
Get out of here. I carry him every time we play a mix.
He's short, but you
And
don't
if you believe that, you'll believe anything. Kirby picks off Seized, and that's 2 down from the Na'Vi players. They've got a good score right now, 8-2, but a little bit carried away here in round 11. And odd rotation is almost complete now. You look like they were going to go for long. Then they've backed away. They haven't gone long at all yet. Bar early pistol rounds. Kirby has actually managed to avoid that flash. Does get the first. Does a little bit of damage on the second. But Kabakan replying nicely. Now 4v2. 30 seconds remaining here. In trouble. Got to land some shots through the mid from Zeus, and will do so as well. Loses the AWP, picks up the AK. Now they're going to push through that double push in towards the B bomb site from mid yet again. Flash comes around. It's a counter flash on the other side, and Playing Ducks will pick up both with leg going huge. And Playing Ducks now reduce the deficit to 3-8.
Yeah, leaving without a leg to stand on there. That was absolutely lovely play coming out of B. They read the plays. They knew what they were comfortable with, pushing through those double doors. He knew they'd go back to it. And are you okay there, Paul? Yeah? You
Yeah.
good? Okay,
all good.
that's what I like to hear. Anyway, 3 days, that scoreline. And it's all going wrong today, guys. It's been a long day. Raise your legs. Good work, guys.
Raise your leggers.
Raise your legs. That's a new statement. Anyway, more presence towards A for Na'Vi this time. Chris J. Interesting position with that AWP. He's really switching things up here. Carrigan showing him how it's done, though. Taking down Senya first of all. Advantage Playing Ducks. Let's see if they can keep this time. Normally now it starts working against them. They start fighting the pressure, but Chris J could be the one to do it, and he's followed up perfectly, taking down Zeus. Tripoli wants to get into the action. He does do that. Dismantling Na'Vi one by one, leaving only Starix and Seized alive.
Oh
but Kirby,
goodness.
lovely shot again. These guys, when it happens, they make it look damn good, as now Starix left in a 1v5. He's a talented man. But I don't know if this is a possibility. Taking Kirby down to 6 HP, but here comes Trubly on the rotate. Read it nicely, and there we go. Beautifully adapted round and well executed. Na'Vi looked a little bit lost there.
8-2 to 8-4. And bit of a lack of cash if you're a Ukrainian right now. Not good terrorists for the last couple of rounds, so they'll be going hungry in this round. In other words, they won't be buying any weapons. Bar maybe one? No, actually they're going to 4 ecos. So this in theory should be 8-5. We've seen ecos go well before though, so not amazing to imagine. Oh, they're going to try and push the AWP in mid. This is a really smart bit of play from them, but they haven't been able to land a single shot. Look at that. 3 foul before they got a kill. Zeus got 1. He might get himself a second. He does actually. And Starix in the middle of that, but eventually there was a team kill from Zeus on Starix. That didn't help. And that went horribly. I'm surprised we didn't get the, Red Eye got yet another eco round message in the middle.
What are we talking
In
about?
that
I
round, it
normally
was
do
over in
those.
23 seconds. Na'Vi killed 36 chickens that round. We didn't get anything, I don't know.
We got
Whoa, hello.
Yeah,
Starix
Chris
starts
J
things off nicely
down.
though.
Yeah, lovely opening shot. Carrigan looking like he wants to join in. Not this time though. Senya focused down with Zeus, taking down the B threat. Kirby now in response, pushing through short. Trying to find anyone who might be challenging. Now, Leg looking towards B. He's got to defend against the 3 players Carrigan just faced. Nades out, smokes out. Nicely fended off, actually. Holding them back just
Oh, my
enough. But
goodness.
Starix wasn't happy with just an opening kill. He wanted more. Trubly, though, looking to make his mark. Gets the first. Zeus down. Doesn't get the second. Starix with a hat-trick there. B is his side. Almost got the last. I don't know how that didn't land. But Kirby stays alive. As now in a 1v2. Not gonna happen. Na'Vi lock it down. 5-9 to scoreline. Still in favour to the big boys Na'Vi.
Yeah, and guaranteed at least a 9-6 half-time. Let's go through the scores. Chris J 15 for 9, Carrigan 8, Kirby 10, Trubly 8, Legion 8, and Na'Vi have Kabakan now at the top with 17 for 8. Seized with 13 for 9. Gone a little bit quiet in the last few rounds, but still having a great game. Starix 9 and 10, Senia 6 and 10, and Zeus 6 for 13. So Na'Vi, just on the basis of the first 10 rounds, probably deserved their lead at 9-5. I'd say that Playing Ducks have definitely been better in the last few rounds though. Let's see whether they can go into the half 9-6 down. 9-6 on the CT side isn't too bad. believe it or not. It's a 9-6 map for Tees, so that would be pretty standard if Na'Vi win this one, and they've done made a good start on making a play for the win in this round as well. Gotten rid of Kirby. Back in here, just slowing things down along A. He's got Zeus round the other side with Seized and Starix. Looks like they're going to try and push that short catwalk again. Legion here just waiting outside B. Sorry, Leg just waiting outside B.
Thank you.
Sorry, got caught out on that.
Go upset, boys.
And Kabaka now, he's going to come face to face with Troubley. And they just trade a little bit of damage. Kabaka actually comes out of that one slightly better. Lovely shot from Chris J. Lands the first AWP shot. Can he get the second one? He can get the second one on the edge of the smoke, incredibly. Starix, though, drops down Legion. He gets a second on Troubley and Chris J for a third now. Can he go for a fourth? Oh, my goodness! He did get a fourth, but then gets dropped, and it's now a 1v1. Kabakan versus Carrigan! And Carrigan lands the AWP shot to win the round for Playing Ducks. And that will be a 9-6 half-time lead, despite the fact that Chris J just nailed 4 to the cross with the AWP.
Absolutely astounding play, but I didn't even see one of those players. I don't know if my reactions have gone downhill. They probably have. But that guy is absolutely incredible. AWP or Scout, who cares? He's been nailing them to the absolute wall. 19-10. What a finishing score for him in the first half. Wow. And
yeah, I think the J in his name must stand for Jesus.
Sweet baby Jeebus.
Yeah, because, holy mother of
Indeed.
everything, there were some
guys
just
in
nuts shots in that last half.
Chris motherfunking J. That's pretty spot on. I'll give you that. Give you that one.
So, second half, Na'Vi leading 9-6. Get back and topping the scoreboard for Na'Vi, but not the whole game. Chris J leading the way with 19 from that first half. Incredible first half from him. We're going to see a big quick rush here, and they are going to push straight into the B-bomb site. They get dropped by Kabakan. C's going to pick up a second one in there. Only Legion replying back on Kabakan here, and through the mid, Carrigan comes round on the back of Seized, and this one is going to be a very quick round if they continue in towards the bomb site. They do get it in, and they've got the bomb planted in a 3v3 after plant now. Na'Vi now with a lot of work to do here. Starix one side, Zeus and Seni are coming from the B tunnel side. They've lost their 2 top scorers already. In Seized and Kabaka, and Seni has now dropped Troubley. Can they pick up another one here? No, they can't. Starix misses out to Legion, who picks up his second of the round. And we're back to 2v2. Sterling little grenade through the hole in the wall. Zeus gets the second. And now, can he get the bomb defuse? He did pick up a kit. This is going to be close, but it's going to be GG for Na'Vi. They do win the round. Pistols are taken by the Ukrainians, and Na'Vi lead 10-6.
Yeah, a little bit of symmetry there, wasn't there? Watching, you know, the T-side rushing through those double doors and just kind of showing Na'Vi, you know, we can do it, dude, but they couldn't hold on afterwards. Na'Vi with that nice execution there and retaking that site pretty darn well. So, well played to them, I've got to say it. But we are 6-10. Na'Vi now with the advantage. They do have the weapons beside them, so the next couple of rounds should go in their hands. But maybe this man has something to say about it. Chris J really turning up at the moment. Him next to Leg, who got 3, I think, in that last round. Could do some work towards A. Looking up short, Zeus finding the first onto Kirby. I think that's next end faculty player going down very early on. Starix sitting at side, gets the follow-up there. Chris J is out of there. Carrigan looks to follow suit. He does. Starix, a lovely double headshot coming in. Legija trying to do something. No chance there. Na'Vi stamped their authority on it, only losing 1 player, which was Seized. And that's a nice hold from them. Well played. Good discipline. And when Na'Vi get into that mindset and they show that discipline side, they are a formidable side.
Yeah, starting to rack up the kills on the Na'Vi team as well. Starix up to 13 now. Zeus in double figures. Zinnia not far away. And it is a team game, remember, as well. It's not all about the frags, but frags give you confidence as a player. And when you've got it, you can push forward like this. Look at this. Triple in. Double from Troubley. And 1 from Kirby in the middle of that. And they get rid of 3 very quickly, having had an early buy here. All AKs amongst them. There's a FAMAS and a P90 in this third round for Na'Vi. And they might as well go for this because they haven't got enough money for the next round anyway. Starix is going to pick off Carrigan. got himself one. They're dodging and jumping. They gets himself a second. Starix now with 2 in a row here. Might get himself a third. He does. That's a fantastic triple from Starix. And now it's switched over to a 2v2. They're too far away from the bomb, so they can't do anything about winning the round. But they can certainly make Playing Ducks pay heavily for trying to hunt the exits. And they do end up with the 3. All from Starix. Nicely done by him. But the gap has narrowed a little bit, down to 4 rounds. Now Na'Vi lead 11-7.
And you know what? I'm so surprised that Na'Vi went that aggressive then. I don't know if they didn't expect the early buy, or what kind of went on there, because the rounds haven't been too one-sided at this point, so it was a little bit of a poor read from them, going a little bit overzealously towards the Playing Ducks, who've shown their talent.
Well, they got 2 bomb plants as well, I
Exactly.
forget, which is the extra cash, which
So
is...
why wouldn't you imagine it?
It was an obvious
Exactly.
round 3.
So why would they go aggressive like that and, you know, give them a chance back into this? Anyway, we'll see if that pays off. Playing Ducks trying to do a bit of a Na'Vi here through the double doors. Seas gets 1 quickly. Legija quickly replies, but it looks as though Na'Vi know how to handle their own strategies until Chris J came through those B tiles and found Gabakan. So, bomb is going down by B. And their body apparently is more exciting than the actual game, according to the director.
Often the white.
Chris J again looking to challenge here. He's left in a 1v3, exchanging with Zeus. He's peering up. He's going so aggressive, using that smoke, dancing around it, waiting for Zeus to appear. He's got the first shot. He knows there's another. This could be huge. But where is that other player? Where is Senya right now? He's starting to be cautious. Back to the wall. And Starix backed off. Lovely play from him. That was nice. He knew exactly what he had to do there. That is what I like to see kind of from this
Tell you what was clever in that many players that haven't played Counter-Strike much, here's a little tip for you. When you're in a 2v1 like that, and you've sandwiched him, do what they did in that. Senya was really smart. What he did is he started firing through the wall. He didn't know where he was, but it was enough to distract him to turn round. As soon as he turns round, Starix is in there. Now he's him in the back.
But it was a good plan for them, I've got to say. He ran the town down enough. I don't think they expected him to go aggressive through the smoke like that, and it held them back enough just to allow him the chance to let the bomb go off.
So 11-8. Na'Vi Playing Ducks coming back into this one. They've picked up a frag, a piece. In fact, Trobley's got himself 2 here. Might get another one. They are on a eco after all, and Legion does get a frag in there, so it's a 3 versus 2. And again, Mr. Producer, Mr. Auto Director, Mr. Fat Controller, please change us. Thank you very much. Look at that. It's like nice little colouring. It's like colouring by my 6-year-old. That was. Bomb about to be planted. Playing Ducks with the advantage, about to reduce the deficit to 2 here. Gabakan and Seized are the last 2. Gabakan's actually got himself an AK. That's not going to last very long, and Legion just drops down both of them for a 3-man in the round, and PD are now within touching distance of Na'Vi. They've reduced the gap to just 2 rounds.
Yeah, fantastic play. Slowly working their way back. 9-11, as we said. The team play playing off, the plants being just catching Na'Vi off guard, really. We saw Chris J doing it. We saw it happening then. They're just working them down correctly, and it's a nice bit of switch up of pace. Clearly T-sided map, bear in mind. And they're enjoying that factor, but still, they are starting to, you know, challenge the likes of Na'Vi here. So, let's see who's going to open this one up. Cautious play from the T side, as you can see. Na'Vi able to push forward, uncontested. Zeus getting a little bit hap-handed towards short, going to back off now, just testing the waters. And Chris J peering through. No one really wanted to make the mistake this round. You can see that Gabakan is actually fully invested here, so looking to make this one count. Just taking their time. Just really testing the pace. I'm waiting to see them do exactly what Na'Vi were doing to them. Kirby's around mid, as is the rest of them. Making their way up short. Carrigan lets a bullet off, but no connections. They're playing this so cautiously. 43 seconds on the board. Still nothing going on. You can see them slowly working towards A. Maybe Na'Vi getting restless, not sure where the push is happening. Smokes are starting to land. They look like they're building up now, pushing towards A. You can see it on the minimap, but right now it's Carrigan who's watching Starix, but Kirby has found Zeus. They burst towards A. Kirby follows up onto Senya as well. Carrigan joins in. This is a great execution from Playing Ducks side, but can they hold on? That is the big question, with Gabakan on the case, taking down Legija, and now C's joining in through the ramp, looking to find Chris J, that dangerous player. Ooh, he got caught there, and now Chris J looking hungry. Peering round, catches a glimpse, and that's all he needs. Looking for the follow back, he gets it! Oh my word! Beautiful play again from Chris J, bringing that scoreline to 10-11. And that cautious, slow, careful, meticulous play at the start, running that clock all the way down, paid off. Incredible stuff.
Well, he's bonkers right now, isn't he?
Yes.
He's on an absolute spree. 23 frags on the board, 19 of those coming in the first half alone. Hadn't really seen too much of him in the second half until then. Luckily for him, it didn't matter. His team are really on fire right now. They've brought it back to just 10-11. Na'Vi now in a little bit of trouble. I thought they were playing very cautiously that last round. Mixture of things. Lack of confidence. Lost a few rounds in a row. Didn't want to make any more mistakes. Wanted to do things cautiously. Didn't work for them again. They've got to try a different route this time round. And they've got to do it without weapons. And Chris J again. Through the wall this time. Then pops around the corner. Carrigan actually did pick up the revenge kill on Kabakan, who picked up the kill on Troubley. They're now going to pop through the double doors, who, well, CTs are just rushing through mid right now, and I suppose they're just trying to force the round out, but that just seemed like suicide to me. 11-all.
Yeah, and this is the problem when I watched the old Na'Vi as well. They'd get so close to the big teams, and then they'd let it start slipping. You know what I mean? They wouldn't be able to finally execute. But then when you've got the likes of Chris J, who he only needs to smell you to land the shot.
I don't think he needs any eyes. I mean, yeah,
they're overrated these days. Hell,
yeah,
maybe
why,
that's where I'm going
bother?
wrong.
Just fire through doors randomly, and you'll get kills. No problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try and do once we finish this cast. I'm gonna go trail myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, 1 minute 28 on the board. We do see Na'Vi set themselves up. You know, full by beside them. C's down. Starix going for the AWP. Go back and getting early tags towards B, getting tagged down to 48 HP. And once again, slow round from playing Ducks. Just taking their time. Zeus trying to hide from the flashes if they do come over. Whether or not they will. Very different situation. Slow, short push from playing Ducks. You can see that Kabakan is holding the mid play. We've seen that playing Ducks do like to use it against them. Not this time though. Smoke's being put down. Let's see if Na'Vi can wait and receive.